So Biur Mishnah, before we learned that if you have a ditch and you put in the ditch, yeah, and you put in the ditch hay, it's not considered like the hay is there. You remember that? Because the Emma can eat it. Over here we're going to learn exactly the opposite now. So let's understand what's going on over here. It's going to be a little bit complicated. Maybe not. Matben. You have a matben. What's a matben? Gadish shel teven. It's a heap of hay. You have a heap of hay that divides the two chatzerot. Sheben shtei chatzerot. That's in between two courtyards. And we said it's like it's not there. We were saying this matben is not really there. Right? When it was in the ditch, we said it's not really there. Over here, we're going to count on it. So it says, what's the difference? Umafsik al pnei kol rochban. And this fence from hay makes a mechitza, makes a distinction between the two courtyards. Gavoa 10 tfachim. It has the height of 10 tfachim. Harei dino kekotel. We are going to look at it like a wall. ואף על פי שדיין חריץ שנינו, and even though when it comes to the ditch, we said, שאין התבן נחשב כסתימה, that when the hay was inside, we don't count it, it's really there, הואיל ואין אדם מבטלו ומניחו שם, because you don't nullify it really over there, because it can be used for animals, you can use it. מכל מקום, לעניין מחיצה, but nevertheless, as a filler for a ditch, it doesn't count. But as a mechitza, as a separation, כל זמן שאינו נוטלו משם, as long as he doesn't take it from them, דין המתבן כדין הכותל. It is considered to be like a wall. Why? שכל דבר הראוי להתקיים, עושים בו מחיצה. Because you can make a מחיצה with anything that is possible to be there. ולכן מערבים שניים, and therefore, they don't have the right to make one eruv. They have to make two eruv because they have a boundary between the two courtyards. שני עירובים שכל חצר מערבת לעצמה ואין מערבים אחד, and they don't make one עירוב.
It's considered as a wall.
Yeah, but the question is, it doesn't make sense because before we say you feed it to the animals, and over here you're going to feed it to the animals. Same thing. ואין עירוב אחד שלהם ברם, and still אלו מאכילים מכאן, and these guys are allowed to feed the animals from this side, מן התבן שבמתבן לבהמתם, ואלו מאכילים מכאן, and these one are allowed to feed the animals on this side. So it's exactly like the ditch. What are you talking about? The only reason you didn't let me fill it up with hay is because you say, I have the right to take it out to feed my animals. And over here now, I have the right to take it and feed my animals. What's the difference? בגמרא מבואר, so the Gemara explains this. I know the Gemara says, I know it looks strange, but don't worry, we're going to give a solution. שאין פני החצר מאכילים בידיים. It says, no, it's not the same. See, an animal cannot go into the ditch and take the hay. You have to give it to them. Over here, you're allowed to feed your animals. In other words, in the ditch, what do you have to do? You have to take the hay and feed it to the animals. So in other words, over here it says you don't need to take the hay and feed it to the animals. That you're not allowed to do it. But the animals can go and do it on their own. שאין פני החצר מאכילים בידיים. Our case is that you're not allowed to feed them with your own hands. Why you're not allowed to feed it with your own hands? מחשש שמא ימעטו את התבן עד שלא יהיה למתבן דין מחיצה. Because if you're going to do it, then you can actually take it off and it's going to become less than 10 tfachim and it's not going to be a boundary between the two. ויאסרו זה על זה ולא ירגישו בכך. And after a while, they're going to, if you're going to take the mechitza away, you're going to have more than 10 tfachim. Now it becomes one courtyard. So it becomes one courtyard. Now they're not allowed to make two courtyards and then make an eruv. They have to take one eruv. And this half is going to be negating this half. This courtyard is going to be negating courtyard. That's what you can come up to. Ella, so what do you do? מניחים הם לבהמתם לאכול מעליהם, but you're allowed to let the animals eat on their own. שבכגון זה אין חוששים שמא יתמעט גובה המתבן מ10 טפחים. In such a case, we're not worried that the animals by themselves are going to eat more than the 10 טפחים, not only climb up there, they're going to eat. They need to eat at least 10 טפחים. So you're not worried. I mean, if a person feeds them, they might do it. But just by themselves, we're not so much worried. ונמצאת המחיצה בטלה. You're not worried that this מחיצה is going to be completely nullified. שכל שלא נתמעל ביותר מ10 אמות, אין מחיצה בטלה. So as long as you don't have 10 אמות, you don't have 10 אמות, which is an opening, it's not completely nullified. שהרי פרצה של 10 אמות דינה כפתח, because only a 10 אמות opening is considered to be an opening so that it will make it one courtyard. ואין דרך הבהמה לאכול כל כך הרבה בשבת אחת. And the way of the animal is not to eat so much in one Shabbat. Okay. נתמעט התבן מ10 טפחים. So, what happened if the תבן went down from 10 טפחים? כלומר, אם לפני השבת נתמעט התבן שבמתבן ופחתה פידת גבוה מ10 טפחים, if it happened before Shabbat, מערבין אחד, then you don't have the choice. It's like, you don't have a boundary between the two courtyards, it's one courtyard. עירוב אחד לשתי החצרות ואין מערבים שניים, and you don't make two. שבטלה מחיצה והרי היא חצר אחת, because you don't have a מחיצה, and it becomes one חצר, it becomes one courtyard.